Another reason the women of today can't learn nothing for real is because y'all only want to listen to women who fit a certain aesthetic. If I went down the list of women that I listen to on the regular, none of them look alike. Not now one of them. None of them look alike. All different races, all different backgrounds, all different spiritual belief systems. Yeah, and I do it that way on purpose because I want the good stuff. I'm not gonna just listen to somebody because of aesthetics. Like y'all literally do the same thing y'all do with men and bring it right over here too. Like, I'm only gonna listen to women that look like this. Like, are y'all cool? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay?
Ooh, hey, this girl cooking, man. This girl is cooking. Now, just to attack some of the points that she is making, I mean, and not in a bad way, not attacking the points in a bad way, but she knows what she's talking about. This sister knows what she is talking about. Now, she's pretty much just talking about your sisters like Dr. Lyanne Bryant, or Cheyenne Bryant, as some will say.
There's been 4 times that you've almost went down the altar.
I almost went down.
Yeah. Why hasn't it worked? And whose fault is it? Because you've been talking about accountability. You've been talking about high functioning, and you literally told me in my situation, because of the type of high functioning and low functioning people I'm choosing.
Yep.
Why hasn't it worked for you?
For the first few, I was low functioning. And I was still in my healing journey. And so I law of attracted low functioning.
That happened all 4 or just the first?
The first, I would say like the first 2 or 3.
2,
definitely low functioning of myself.
How were you low functioning that found things that where you thought this was your match, this was your person, and then it still didn't go through because you were low functioning?
I take accountability. It was my fault because I knew all of them were not my person. And so this is why I say it's not their fault, because these men wasn't no infidelity. You know, they weren't beating on me. I attract good men, but I wasn't in the space of being ready to marry them. But I needed them to be good for me, Nick, because I needed...
Like, hold on, what's going on with you? This is about you. You just flipped the script on us. We over here.
Reverse Uno.
Man, you sure did.
But it was good. It was insightful.
No, we need to find out about what's going on with her. She dating, single.
Dating.
What do that entail for a 42-year-old?
I am dating.
Dating but single.
Enjoying my life. I have really good companions.
How many are you dating right now?
I'm not exclusively committed to anyone, but I have one guy that I have dated off and on for 5 years.
Got her.
We've dated for 5 years off and on.
So you was his work for 5 years? You been his work? You still his work?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I know what's going on. We're gonna take this sheep clothing off.
The wolf teeth coming out. No, we
he
have
was somebody's work for 5 years.
We have been each other's companion for 5 years. And I have spent the block for 5 years. And it's the truth. And he doesn't like it. He's absolutely correct. He feels like I haven't provided.
Oh, your work.
We working together. Okay. We working together.
But you keeping him at bay. Or is he keeping you at bay?
He wants a relationship. He wants to be committed.
You just like the sex.
No. Oh.
Let's keep it 100. How you keep somebody for 5 years? That's like for real.
You got Sarah. Mind you, I'm putting videos and pictures of these people up here, but you got Sarah.
I mean, you could look at Ruth, you could look at Sarah, you could look at Esther. There's a lot of different women that are teaching you how to be a wife. And a wife to me means you have staying power. It means you have something going for yourself. You can't be a feminine woman and be broke.
What? Where'd you get that from? I feel like that was just loosely said. You just said you can't be a feminine woman and be broke. Sway, how? How is that even true what you just said? She said that with so much confidence too. It gotta be more context. If you don't say nothing else on that, Sarah, you're crazy.
A bunch of sisters who think of themselves so highly that all your sisters should just follow what they're saying. And a lot of these women are gravitating towards broken women. Dr. Cheyenne Bryant gravitating towards broken women. Sarah gravitating towards your broken woman. Tia Mowry gravitating towards your broken women.
One of my friends, she sent this beautiful letter to me from a woman who got a divorce. And it's all about, this perspective, in my opinion, and just changing the narrative. You know, my marriage was a success.
Yeah.
I look at it as like a curriculum when you're in college or high school, right? You're learning, you're growing, you're evolving, you're creating. And I was able to create with Corey some beautiful, amazing children. And at the end of that curriculum, and at the end, there's a graduation, there's a celebration. So that's basically, you know, how I'm looking at it now. And I feel like people look at, when they look at marriage, that success equals longevity. But no, at the end of the day, it's, are they happy? Are they thriving? Are they growing? And I feel like that is what is most important.
And this is why I asked earlier in my videos that I had about Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, can y'all just please tell me, in the 20s or 30s or 40s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s, 2010s, can y'all please tell me what female therapist do you know who carry themselves the same way Dr. Cheyenne Bryant carried herself?
I want to get on here and tell y'all, listen, for y'all who work your butt off, for y'all who don't work but you're a mama bear, for y'all who are at home wives, you want to make sure you take care of yourself. Self-care is super important. For those who have followed me for a long, long time, y'all know I used to get on a private jet for the day, fly up north, fly to Vegas, fly somewhere, get lunch, go shopping, get my nails and toes done, and just fly back privates at night. It's not about what I'm spending, because there's no price on your peace or your happiness. It was about the self-care and the mental health that it provided for me, right? And again, there's no price on your happiness. I deserve it. And so, yeah, just wanted to say hello and shut the entire place down. So freaking happy, having some good dinner, some good drinks, y'all.
If any therapist at that time sounded like Tia Mowry, sounded like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, looked like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, a lot of them would be like, hold on, are you even a real therapist? I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And you could not take them serious. But because we are living in a new age, we have Instagram. A lot of your women love Cheyenne Bryant, love how she walks, love how she talks, but yet she plays for the other team. Look at Kendra G, people. She gravitates towards your broken sisters, and she dealt with a scammer.
Kendra G, continuation of Breakfast Club shenanigans and shit. Kendra G, y'all remember when Kendra G came for me? After I literally was just being a good Samaritan by stating, after we were talking in the DM, it was very casual, and never had a problem with this woman. But you know, a lot of people be underlying like really, really tight with my platform. Like they don't know which way I'm gonna go. How can I trust Tasha? What is she gonna expose? Like they be fucking paranoid around me, right? And I get it, so I'm used to it. But I literally said to her in the exchange, in the text messages, I said, hey, you know, keep your man off social media. And she came back, was like, well, like an hour later, well, what that mean? I was like, keep your man off social media. It was just saying. And so she was like, why? My friends told me that you was looking for stuff on my man. I ride for mine. Now, he ain't her husband now. He's her boyfriend. Mind you, this lady is well in her 40s, okay? I don't think she's ever been married, and this is her boyfriend, okay? So this is not a husband. Talking about me and mine, we ride for mine. He's supposedly Nigerian. I don't know. And it was just really, really salty. Then she sent me a text message of her friend saying, hey, girl, Tasha K looking for information on your man. And I was like, baby Kendra, we don't look for information on nobody. Your people send it to me. Just like your people told you that I was looking for information, they probably about sent it to me. But what it did was pique my interest, because my thing is like, why get so defensive? If there's nothing to hide about your man, why get so defensive? And it was the defensiveness that made me say, okay, let me keep my eyes open for some stuff. I'm not looking for it, but when it does come across my desk, I'm gonna see why she felt tight about me getting any information on her man, and why she felt the need to be the dominant masculine figure to want to fight for him. So when these messages wounded up on my desk in my DM, before we put these out, I want you to hear how Kendra G describes her life, because you know she's always posting in Rolls Royce and helicopters and these ridiculous outfits that you can't buy nowhere, not even Nigeria.
Cheyenne Bryant lying, don't even know what she's talking about. Acting like people don't know, like, okay, well, hold on, man. Like, you over here talking about you been with this guy, you stringing him along, you this, you that, you saying that he's not compatible to you, but yet you was just trying to, you trying to leave a door open for 50 Cent, but yet this is the man you've been dealing with for the past 5 years. 5 years, a lot of this stuff does not make any sense. But guess what? All your sisters gravitate towards them. All your sisters gravitate towards women like Dr. Cheyenne Bryant and Kendra G. And you wonder why we have red pill, because if we continue to have sisters like this and women just constantly gravitate towards that, all they're going to do is just put down your brothers and make your brothers seem like something they're not. But like I said, sis is on point with a lot of the stuff that she says. Sis is on point with a lot of the stuff that she says. Here's another video where she is saying, here's the reason why you shouldn't listen to a lot of these women, because a lot of these women come from a place of feelings. They take stuff too personal. They take conversations too personal. And a lot of them will lead you down the wrong path.
And if it's one thing I can tell you, ladies, about this journey, this womanhood journey, when you're really serious about it, whether you're single, whether you're dating, whether you're married, whether you got kids, whether you don't have kids, you can only take advice from people who are not giving the information from a place of resentment and bitterness and traumatic experiences. You can only take advice from people who have evolved out of it. Because it's something about the spirit of people who haven't fully forgiven themselves or fully made peace with things that have happened or things that they have done, and they try to give you advice. I'm trying to tell you, you can only take advice from people who have turned the chapter on that part of their life. People that still give you advice from the chapter where they was getting treated crazy, they not all the way there. They're not all the way there. You can't really listen to them. And I know on the surface it sounds like, but why? Because they still giving it from a place of like it really happened to them. Yeah, but no. Yeah, but no. Yeah, but no.
She's right. Once again, guys, look at Tia Mowry. Look at Tia Mowry. She tries to give advice when she constantly trashes her ex-husband on a daily. Here's another guy, right? Here's another guy. His name is McPherson. I could be wrong. I could go look at a video and it gives me his full name. But for the most part, man, I'll be watching him on Lapeef Network, man. I love this guy, right? I love this guy. I love his work. He makes a great point. And I made a video about this sister before because she gives advice that you'd be like, yo, like, who is some ratchet chick, man, from the hood giving this type of advice? Who is giving this advice? Look at how she tries to have conversations and try to give other women advice. But look at the place she's coming from trying to give these women advice.
But also there's a component of this that we are missing, and that is that men that are not happy with where they are financially are fucking mean. They treat you terribly, okay? And I feel like there's a space for that, and this is why I'm saying that it's not that you're not valuable to me, but there's a room and a lane for everybody that I feel like makes it safe and equitable for all the parties involved.
Fellas, when a woman comes in and injects her subjective experience into the conversation, she is setting the precedence for what is to come, and she is using her traumatic experience to gain order, which forces everyone to be empathetic and validate the next thing she says. Fellas, I've been in so many discussions with women, I can see this tactic coming a mile away and it doesn't work with me. Everything she just said had nothing to do with what was said already. This is a way to secretly migrate the flow and tone of the discussion over to their liking. So you have to block out everything she said in the beginning because it had so many false claims. It becomes difficult to listen to. For example, the claim that when men are not where they want to be financially, they are mean as fuck. It requires context and elaboration because a claim like that has to be substantiated by some data, and she did not provide that. And I wish someone would have challenged that before letting her continue, but I digress.
If you meet somebody and they're a 300K woman, that may not be quite the lane for you. It doesn't mean that I value you less. It doesn't mean, but you're going to perform better. You're going to be a better person. You're going to have a better mindset. You're going to be in a clearer space when you feel valued, safe, at peace with where you are. And there's no harm, no foul in that. Stay there in that lane with the women that are in alignment with you and leave the women, and don't be mad at us calling us broke, gold diggers, dirty, bald head scallywags on the internet because we are in this lane.
Boom. Again, another woman who believes her money places her in a different lane. Fellas, women are communicating to us that their income, if it is higher than yours, absolves them from aligning with you. When women communicate this, they are indirectly communicating that they are not helpmeets, meaning they will not support any man they out-earn, which removes man from the entity a woman submits to and replaces him with his income.
Guys, he's on point. He is on point. And understand, this is the same woman who is quote unquote a dating coach. But guys, look at the videos that she make. Look at the videos that she make on her Instagram.
This is a guide for men if you're dealing with a woman who has an anxious attachment style. Please don't say that I never done nothing for you. I'm about to help you out, bro. Okay, so boom. If you start off with good morning, beautiful, and then you go to good morning, how are you? I'm anxious. Okay, so now I'm like, am I your brother? Am I your coworker? Where is my beautiful? If you go to good morning and then GM, basically you hate me and our relationship is over. It is so important that you stay consistent. Another example for you. So, hey, how's your day going? What did you have for lunch? And then 3 hours pass and you haven't texted me back. And then you finally after 3 hours say, sorry, long day. I haven't even had food yet. Let me tell you what I'm thinking as an anxious person. I'm like, okay, are you actually living a double life and you're really married and your wife is pregnant with your second child? You're actually not even at work and you're at home rubbing her pregnant belly? I'm anxious. This is what I'm thinking. So it's very important that you text me back in a timely manner. Okay, babe? Okay, so if you text me, good morning, beautiful, I'm headed into work, have a great day. And then I say, good morning, babe, just got to the gym, have a great day. Also, can't wait to see you later. And all you do is like the message. Okay, clearly you're not excited to see me later, because why won't you say, I can't wait to see you later. Either, baby, my beautiful queen, princess, I love you so much with all my heart. What the hell? Hey, I think we should take a couple of days and give this some space. Space. That means to me that the world is over. Jesus is coming back for his people. And basically you want me to come over there. This is your reminder never to fight over a man. These are wild kangaroos, and this male kangaroo is looking for a female kangaroo to mate with. So he then came across this young kangaroo, Keisha, and he's like, okay, Keisha looking real thick. So he figures out like, boom, Keisha's the kangaroo that I'm choosing that I want to be with. He is claiming her. He's walking side by side with Keisha to show all the other kangaroos in the hood that this is my girl and y'all see me. Okay, y'all see me and this is my girl. So then he sees another kangaroo sniffing up on Keisha. He like, on my granny, I know you're not talking to my girl. So he stands up because he's like, let me see if I'm seeing what I'm seeing. So bet he's over there talking to my girl, say less. So boom, he's on the way to go talk to him as a man, because this ain't even your hood, my boy. What you doing over here? And you know that that's my girl. So the other kangaroo like, square up then, fool, because I want to talk to Keisha. Oh, you want to talk to Keisha? I just told you that that's my girl. So he like, that ain't what she was saying last night. Oh, word, but say less. Boom, they're going at it. He's like, stop pulling my hair. Get your hands on my face. So they going at it. And there you have it. The males fighting for the female. I don't know how we got here. I don't know why you're fighting his baby mama over Pookie and Ray Ray that's not even claiming you. Never in the history of the animal kingdom have I seen the female fighting for the male. A wild kangaroo.
And women are supposed to take advice from that. And the crazy thing about it, women literally took advice from this. Women literally listened to this chick. And my issue is you have people like Ace Metaphor who will give her a platform. But yet Ace Metaphor, this is how you know Ace Metaphor contradicts himself. He's a liar because he said he just doesn't pander towards women, but yet this is what we see here. You say you are here for women. You say you make videos for women to teach them to know what men to deal with, what men not to deal with. But yet you sit here and you platform a chick who does not know what she's talking about whatsoever, who comes from a place of feelings all the time. Why won't you get a chick like this? This will be a sister. You need a platform because she could give actual advice. I understand people want to go ahead and make their money. I understand people want to do this, people want to do that. But if Ace Metaphor show was to be shut down right now because, let's just say hypothetically, YouTube let's just say hypothetically, we have the powers that be that may say, okay, well, no, you need to start. If you're saying you're a dating coach, you're saying you're a dating show, and you want to give women advice, you're going to have to get women up here with some actual substance. His show would fail because he would not be able to bring these type of women on there. He could not bring these type of women on there because they don't give any substantive advice. Now with this sister, I thought she dang near lost me when I was watching this video, but once again, guys, she is on point.
If you are a woman and you don't look like your life is bound down and you just all types of stressed and depressed, and if anything about you looks alert and free and healthy and vibrant, that is triggering in itself. A woman that still has a vibrancy about her and doesn't appear weighed down and tied down is automatically triggering, because subconsciously so many people believe that the plight of a woman is supposed to be struggle. Like they cannot, like that's why women on this app, they only like certain kinds of content, because they don't want to see no woman talk about nothing from a place of like happiness. Like it's very strange and it's very odd, and it's way more common than y'all think it is. That's why it's like you really got to listen carefully to the things that people say, because they are telling you to your face, like, I like when I see other women struggling because it makes me feel less alone. That's what it is.
Hey guys, and here's a prime example of what she's talking about. You literally had a video of a woman crying, upset, trying to divorce her man. And she's saying that, hey, well, I want to be able to live on my own, but I can't because I just don't have the money to. So I'm trying to get this man's, I'm trying to get this man's retirement money, child support, all of this good stuff. Ridiculous. But when you look at when you look at the video, you will see comments of women congratulating her. You see comments of women trying to coach her through this and trying to tell her how she can get out of this situation, how she can get out of this relationship. Mind you, she's divorcing him for no reason whatsoever.
On this app, like crashing out because of how horrible like their ex-husbands are, their baby dads are, just like ruining their life and just, you know, making their life so difficult. And I'm like, oh my God, that's so horrible what those women are going through. And now I'm one of them. I filed for divorce 2 months ago. I've been trying to look for an apartment, and the places that I'm looking at, I need to make 3 times the rent to be able to rent them. And unfortunately with my job, I'm a CNA. I don't make 3 times the rent. So I need a child support order to be able to add to my income so I can meet the requirement. And I've been trying to get into some sort of settlement with my soon-to-be ex-husband on that. And basically, he is blackmailing me, I guess. He wants me to sign away all rights I have to his military retirement. He is in the Army. He has been in for 18 years. He'll be retiring in 2 years. And I've been married to him the entire time. So the retirement's a marital asset, so I am entitled to part of it. We've been going back and forth and fighting about it, and I just can't take it anymore. I just want to leave. I just want to move out, and I just want to start my life over. So I offer to sign away my right to the military retirement in return for spousal support and the entirety of the savings account that we have.
Prime example of misery loves company. These women love misery. These women need company of other women who are miserable as well. Once again, guys, I've given you examples after examples after examples of what these people are talking about. But yet, when we make these videos, they say it's bashing. They say it's, oh, well, y'all just sitting over here don't like sisters. But yet I can give you tons of examples and other people back it up and say, well, dang, this is what they're talking about. McPherson, I apologize if I'm butchering the brother's name, but he makes a good point. Look at the sisters talking from a place of experienced and lived trauma. And you want to sit over here and trauma bond and try to put your trauma on everybody else with no examples. But yeah, we can give you examples of the type of women you should be listening to. We can give you examples of how she said, well, there's a certain aesthetic that women love to listen to. And you talking about Cheyenne Bryant, you're talking about Kendra G, you're talking about Tia Mowry, you're talking about that sister we just looked at. That is so quote unquote dating coach that Ace Metaphor decides to platform. People, all of these are examples. So look, guys, y'all let me know down below what y'all guys think. Do me a huge favor, leave me a like, leave me a comment, subscribe to the channel.